Welcome to another week here at Domaine Sauvage, where we're getting everything in place for this season's renovation projects. Last week you saw us prepping for the vegetable garden, which was planting seeds we hope will grow into baskets full of vegetables. We also got the mowers ready for the season, tackled some spring cleanup, and Philippe gave the tractor a bit of much needed attention. This week's another mix of smaller tasks that tie our days together, but not without a few unexpected hurdles. Philippe gives himself a solid whack in the nose while unloading piping that's been waiting for us in Belgium, making you wonder why we're getting piping all the way from Belgium in the first place.
Cut!
Later in the week, the excavator gets properly stuck during a job we hadn't planned for, and then, although we were expecting it, the spring rains arrive and they hit us hard. So come along as I take you through everything that's happened this week and walk you through the choices behind each task. Our week starts with the story of how and why we ended up bringing piping all the way from Belgium. These pipes had been waiting there for us for months, but without a safe way to transport them, we had to find a solution. That's when we decided to buy a second-hand roof rack for the van,
But it came without any fixings. So I didn't know, I thought because there were holes ready in the roof, there would be threaded and you could just attach your roof rack with some bolts and be done with it. So what do you need is brackets like this that attach to the side and then support the roof rack. But it was a big struggle to find the brackets. I emailed a lot of companies, but a lot of them don't want to sell them separately. So eventually I found some in England, in the UK. I sent them exactly what I needed from their website, and the first thing they send me, and you pay customs and everything, because the UK is not in Europe anymore. The first thing I get is just the packet of bolts. Suffice to say, I wasn't very happy because those were expensive bolts. I needed them, but anyways, I recontacted them and they resent all the supports that I need. So all in all, it's good. We got there in the end. It's an expensive package because I had to pay customs twice, but that's just life. Thank you to Phil, one of our subscribers, who helped me get them over here.
So first, the brackets needed to be installed, which brings me to the question, why go through all this effort to bring piping from Belgium in the first place? Well, if you don't know, Philippe used to be a professional plumber back in Belgium, running a company with his brothers and brother-in-law. Being the skilled plumber he is, he's used to working with a specific system, fixed piping that connects with fittings and grease rather than glue. It's a method that's more flexible, easier to adjust, and harder and much more expensive to find here in France. We'll be using those fixed pipes to collect rainwater, while the black flexible ones we already have will serve as French drains. All of it needs to be laid in the ground while we're working on the driveway.
Weer en dan gewoon. Wat is dit? Oui. C'est le milieu. Encore, recule. Recule encore. Hop, c'est tout. Ah ok, ça va, on est bien. Ça marche bien. Ça va aller? Oui, ça marche. Oui, ok, on n'est pas toujours complètement là, mais ça marche très bien.
Once the roof rack was installed, I hit the road to Belgium, carefully timed to line up with an appointment I already had there. While I was away, Philippe moved on to the next task, relocating Odin's sandbox. If you watched last week's video, you'll remember him chasing the chickens out of it, but the sandbox wasn't always in that spot. And this week you'll find out exactly why it had to be moved.
Better so Odin doesn't go in there. I wonder how far this gravel goes. I'll have to have a look on Google Earth. I think it goes a little bit further, like a circle around this. Where they used to park vehicles and other stuff. Odin, mama is daar! Oh, dat is echt goed. Zo kon ik het niet zien. Anisha came back yesterday from Belgium. She had an appointment there and she brought back some sewage piping. Well, I'm gonna call it sewage piping, but most of it will be used for collecting all the rainwater around the barns and bringing it to our future pond, or at least down, so we don't have problems here anymore with water. In case you're wondering why we brought them from Belgium, point one, cheaper. Point two, I didn't find these with the rubber inside easily here. So I like it with the rubber. It's a lot easier than gluing it all together. But that doesn't mean I'll bring everything from Belgium. Not at all, because for the roof and everything, and wood and tiles and gutters is all coming from France. So it's just certain things that I can't get here easily, or the price difference is that much that it warrants me or Anisha driving to Belgium. Simple. Good. Alright, some Belgian goodies. Some waffles, some chocolate, some beer, and even though if you move, you still remain a little part Belgian, and some stuff you just like. The beer is not for me, because I don't like beer. It's for neighbors or someone visiting, so we can offer them a beer instead of wine or water. Simpel maken. Ja, en dat is gewoon over, hè? Ja. Ja? Ja. Let op voor je vingertjes. Goed, als je wel in het midden. Ja, oké. Ja, en een beetje naar hier. Ja. Voilà. Te proppen? Oui. Oké, heel goed. Dat is ook. Eerst Odin. It's Ruben, my brother-in-law, and Xavier. Anisha are dead. We put it all on the roof and in the van. They were a little bit worried that it was gonna maybe move, but I don't think so. I think they did a good enough job. You could go a few times back and forth to Belgium without them moving, which is important. A while back when I did the excavator, it's not only for you that you attach them, it's also for the people driving around you on the highway. You don't want any accidents or causing heartbreak in some family because your load was not attached correctly. Woo. Oh.
In case you're wondering what happened to the seeds I planted last week, if you look closely here, you'll see a grow cabinet. It gives the seeds the ideal conditions to sprout and grow until it's time to plant them outside.
Attends.
June, come here.
Attends, Fred. Fred, 2 secondes. Bien doucement, hein. Chez moi, c'est parfait. Yes, 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 yes.
je cherche la bière. Mais lesquelles?
Là c'est le lit, là c'est le salon, et là-bas c'est la cuisine.
Of all the jobs, this is the most important job. Ja. Voilà. T'es blij? Ben je blij? High five? Flesje?
Voilà. Voilà. Oh, voilà.
Let's see how happy you are. Because I have plans, but I don't know if the excavator has the same plans as me. Yes, he has. Nee, ik weet het, maar dat was met al die... Wat dat dan? Misschien moet ik kapot maken. Odin?
Yeah, if you will listen carefully.
Ja. Naar hier komen. Ik kan het gewoon op die berg leggen. Hè.
Ja.
Maar want anders gaat dat niet goed komen. beetje schuin. Inderdaad. Right, now that I'm here anyways, it wasn't part of the plan for today, but it might not be a bad plan, is I'm gonna put on the small trenching bucket and make a little trench like I had in the beginning towards the wall, but with pushing over all the soil that is filled up now, but I'm gonna make another one just in front of it. I'm gonna try to go as far as I can up there to get all that spring water to flow away like it used to flow away, so this stays dry and I will be able to work faster again. I'm stuck. source.